Mm. All right, all righty. All right, here we go. Hmm. Good morning, everybody, because it's still technically morning time. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Freaking my mustache is really tickling my nose here. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Late for the Party on Anchor FM. I'm your host, Melodious, aka Cuppa Boy, the Modern Marvel. That's right, you guys. Man, we're gonna get into some word, and pretty much that is that we have no Streets of Rage updates right now. But that's all to the great because I guess that's what happens when, the developers are doing brand new things and doing other titles they have on their list. So I gotta give props to Dotemu for what I'm about to tell you guys. So pretty much that word around the campfire is that we're getting a brand new nostalgic version. We're getting a brand new version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles brawler game called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So I watched the trailer already, so I'm not gonna do a live reaction of it because I already saw it. So I put the link in the description. Once I upload everything, you can also check it out. I think IGN also has the trailer up, or GameSpot does right now. So, but from what I saw, pretty much it's a old school. It's kind of like the old school arcade brawlers. Pretty much Dotemu is developing it, also working with Tribute and Nickelodeon, since I believe Nickelodeon now has the rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise. So pretty much they're going old school with it, like with the old classic colors, old 1980s feel, the 89 feel back in the day. And keep in mind, like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle beat 'em up was like back in 1989, and that was probably an instant classic in the arcade game, and in the arcades, bar none. Like holding it down back in the day, like between Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Final Fight, there was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and those four games were holding it down all the way up into the early 90s. So. And it's just that, and then with Ninja Turtles in general, like, it always had, like, other games in the process. Like, we got, like, good spin-offs of, like, Turtles in Time, Hyperstone Heist on Sega Genesis, which technically Hyperstone Heist is technically one of my favorite of beat-em-ups, like, as well. Like, it's in my top 5 beat-em-ups because, like, I never understood why, like, there was Turtles in Time and on the Super Nintendo, but we got Hyperstone Heist on Sega Genesis, and there were two completely different stories. But I digress from my point. But either way, I feel like this is dope. All right, granted, it's not Streets of Rage, but hey, you know what? Honestly, finding out about this, I feel this is off. Like, this is literally off the chain, and that pretty much makes up for it. Considering the fact that, like, no announcement, but hey, we get another announcement, which is actually dope, and we see gameplay, so you can play 4 Ninja Turtles at the same time. So if you want to bring a friend, play with your friends and everything, you go through the classic battles with the Foot Clan. Going through, from what it says, that you go, from what I've seen, you fight Bebop, Rocksteady. You fight foot soldiers on little hovercrafts and everything. It's cool, and honestly, I'm not even mad at that because not many games that, like, that I hold in the heart right here, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, Ninja Turtles is right up my alley as well. I mean, even if it wasn't a brawler, but even making it into a brawler in general is just as good to me because it's like it gives you that feel of like that nostalgia. Like, and I give props to Dotemu because they really have been pushing the bar on bringing out like the classic games. And I mean, I see their plethora of stuff that they have from, you know, they have a plethora of games from like Wonder Boy, freaking Streets of Rage, Teenage Mutant Ninja Jammers, and Windjammers too. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff there that honestly I feel like they definitely have they're definitely showing their worth and they're proving a point that like bringing back the old classic games can be just as fun if not more entertaining than to me the new stuff. And I mean, granted, like I said, like aside from Xenoverse, freaking Streets of Rage is in my rotation. So keep in mind, like, when this game drops, and it looks great too, and it looks great. The Turtles have their own unique like move set, so they don't play the same. Leonardo has his katana blades, so like even when they run, it looks different. Freaking Michelangelo's running up high like he's doing a track meet or something. Like a couple of them are running like ninjas, and the other one is like doing something else, and it's pretty hardcore. I actually like stuff like that, and like giving like the characters their own individuality, and then also they said they had some more secrets coming in, more like who knows, you might even be able to play with Casey Jones, or maybe able to play with somebody else who's on the Ninja Turtles. Maybe we might get a chance to play Master Splinter. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's pretty much right up the alley of like cool shit. Like, you get to fight the Rock Troopers, the Triceratons. I mean, the Foot Clan, maybe a couple of Mousers. Definitely Baxter Stockman is going to be in there somewhere. Then you're fighting Krang's little giant android suit. I mean, that's pretty hardcore, and I like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can't really beat that. I mean, like I said, like, it's a good time right now to be a geek, and believe me, it's like me being a geek on like with just fighting games, and we're getting beat 'em ups out of left field. Even with that now, just with the fact that that game is coming out, but we don't know when. But they did drop the trailer, and obviously there's something going. So I mean, I'm probably guessing like if it's not gonna come out like within the summer, it has to be like at least with the fall, or I want to say at least say by winter. I believe I want to say winter. If I would say fall, but I would say winter, just because of just the whole thing with COVID, and it might be slowing the process down and whatnot. I mean, who knows? But just with that kind of announcement, that is just off the hook. And like I said, the gameplay looks good. It brings back that nostalgic feel back when you were a kid, and like like you playing your favorite Ninja Turtle. I mean, honestly, like I always gravitated between Leonardo and like either Leonardo or Donatello, but I always had like a soft spot for like Michelangelo, because since he was like the baby of the group. But I think like for me it was always Donatello, because technically Donatello's like the middle kid, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just right smack dab in the middle, but he was always the brains of the group. So everybody's gravitation to always towards Raphael and everything because he's an asshole, but I mean, and every story has always circled around him, but but honestly, that's like, nah, it's cool. I'm good with this. This is some good stuff, and definitely I'm happy to like even like say that even though we're not getting Streets of Rage 4 right at this moment in time, but it will be coming eventually. So, that being said, you guys, man, oh man. But like I said, if you want to check out the trailer, go ahead and check it out. I put the link of the trailer in my description once I upload everything to my social media and whatnot. So go ahead and give it a gander, you guys. Like I said, this is the word around the campfire on Late for the Party on Anchor FM and Late for the Party Live on YouTube. So please like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and support the podcast on Anchor. And you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, Apple, and all that other 10 platforms that you can listen to the podcast. Also, you could check out all the cool merch and coffee cups and all that other cheerful stuff and t-shirts on teespring.com at the Late for the Party store, you guys. And as always, like I always say, I am your host, Melodious, aka Coverboy, the Modern Marvel, signing off, you guys. And remember, if you're late for the party, turn it up to 11.